The front door flew open. The sound hit like a gunshot. 3 heads snapped toward me, my father's, my mother's, my sister's. They froze. I didn't. I stepped in, silent, calm, deadly. The kind of calm that only comes when your blood stops boiling and turns to ice. Because 2 hours earlier, while my grandfather fought for his life in ICU, they drained $1.2 million from my account. My account, the money I had built for one reason, to save him. And when I heard my sister smirk, "We need that money more than he does," when I heard my father say, "He should just die," something in me snapped. Not outwardly, not in the way they expected. I smiled and planned. Backstory. They raised me on discipline. My father barked orders, my mother enforced silence. My sister learned cruelty by osmosis. I was the outlier, quiet but relentless. The one they underestimated because I chose patience over noise. My grandfather was the only one who saw me, the only one who believed in me. He taught me that real strength isn't volume, it's precision. So when he collapsed and I moved heaven and earth to fund his treatment, I thought maybe, just maybe, they'd stand beside me. Instead, they gutted me. Hashtag discovery of betrayal. The first clue came from the bank alert. At 3:12 a.m., the transfer appeared. I didn't panic. I didn't cry. I logged in. I traced the routing. I saw the destination, a family account I was conveniently excluded from. They didn't even mask it. That was their arrogance. And arrogance is a weakness. I exploit weaknesses. Hashtag shift in mindset. Most people, upon betrayal, explode. Not me. I went quiet. I replayed every lesson my grandfather ever whispered. Control the board. Don't show your move until it's checkmate. So I plotted. They wanted my money. I'd let them choke on it. Hashtag execution of the plan. Step 1, documentation. I pulled every transaction, every message, every voicemail where their greed bled through. Evidence. Cold and undeniable. Step 2, isolation. I froze the family account. Not overtly. I rerouted it under investigation status, flagged as fraudulent transfer. Banks don't play games with fraud, especially at 7 figures. Step 3, exposure. I reached out, not to them, but to the one man they feared, their accountant. I let him discover the fraud. By the time he called them, panic had already set in. Step 4, legal trap. I filed an injunction through my attorney, locking their assets, quietly, efficiently. Every house, every car, every toy they loved suddenly became untouchable. And step 5, the confrontation. Hashtag climax. So when I opened that door and saw their smug little celebration, wine glasses, laughter, my sister's smirk, I let the silence hang. "You look pale," I finally said. My sister rolled her eyes. "It's done. Stop pretending you matter." I set a folder on the table. Inside, every bank statement, every signature, every shred of proof. Their laughter died. My father grabbed the folder, scanned, then froze. His jaw clenched. His eyes darted toward my mother. I leaned in. "You stole from me while he was dying. That was your mistake. But the bigger mistake? Leaving a trail I could bury you with." My sister scoffed, too slow to realize the noose already tightened. "You wouldn't dare." I cut her off. Calm, precise. Look out the window. 3 black cars sat at the curb. Attorneys, auditors, law enforcement on standby. Not for me, for them. I watched realization crawl across their faces like rot. My father tried to speak, stuttered, failed. "You drained my account," I said softly. "So I drained your freedom." Hashtag resolution. 36 hours later, they weren't celebrating. They were drowning. Assets frozen, accounts seized, reputation shredded. Their accountant called me, voice shaking. 78 missed calls, he said. Your parents are desperate. I smiled. Tell them I said, understood. #reflection. Grandfather survived. The hospital bills were paid in full because I'd kept a reserve they never knew about. When he opened his eyes, I held his hand. I told him everything. He didn't cry. He didn't rage. He simply whispered, checkmate. And in that moment, I understood the gift he had given me. Not money, not approval, but the patience to turn betrayal into justice. My family thought they bled me dry, but in the end, they learned the truth the hard way. You don't steal from the quiet one. Because silence doesn't mean weakness. It means you never heard the knife being sharpened.